Yeah, so if I'm speaking to a young lady and she wants to find the perfect man, find the perfect husband, you have to understand what is perfection to you in a man, and you had to write it down. You had to be specific. The problem is most people are not specific, right? The way the universe works, it deals with definite specifics. You can't manifest anything if it's vague, right? So you can't say, I just want a good man. What is a good man? How does a good man look to you? Is he tall? Is he short? How much money does he make? Well, it really don't matter. No, money does matter. How much money does he have to make? Enough money to take care of you and you don't have to work? Are you going to be willing to work? Does he need to meet you halfway? It has to be those type of specifics. Do you want him to smoke? Not smoke. Do you want him to be the type that goes out or don't go out? You have to be specific. So the problem with people, they're not specific in what they want. Once you start to be specific, your mind starts to work into what it's going to take to do to get that type of man. You say, well, I want a man that works in corporate America. So now you've eliminated X amount of men, right? So now you're really getting somewhere. But the thing is this, we attract whatever we are. If you have been specific and you've written it down on the type of man that you want, so now you have to see yourself, you are the main ingredient. To get this type of man, how are you going to act, feel, dress, work, whatever, if you have that type of man? How would you feel? What part do you play in having that type of man? So now what you do is, because you know what you want and it's specific, you get in alignment with what you want, right? So if you say, well, I want a man that he don't like this type of music, blah, 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 he don't go to clubs, I just want a guy that just goes to church. You define what you want and it's specific, but guess how would you get it? You can't be in the club all night and the man you say you want is in the church. You would have to go to church. Vice versa. If you want somebody, man, I'm not really in religion like that, blah, blah, blah. I want somebody that's balanced, blah, blah, blah. But you might meet that guy in the bookstore or whatever. You have to get in alignment with whatever you want. The problem is people don't know what they want, not specific. So there's no way for you to get in alignment with anything. So it's just all over the place. So I talk about vibrations and frequency. People know that. So you gotta get on the vibrational level of what you want. You want a guy that making $50,000 a year. You gotta start going where those guys are. You gotta get an understanding of what you want, and then you'll start to attract it. So you gotta become whatever you want. You gotta become the counterpart. You can't say I want this type of man, but you're not willing to do the work that it's gonna take to get that type of man. Right? You're gonna keep getting the guys that you've been getting, and that will go the same way. If this was directed towards a man trying to find a woman. So the thing is, become whatever you want. Become it. Start acting like it. You want this type of man? Become the woman that matches that type of man, right? So when I think of Michelle Obama, I immediately think of Barack Obama. I'm like, wow, that matches, right? So I couldn't see, I'm gonna be kind of crazy. I couldn't see the girl that just hangs out in the clubs every weekend, right? And there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you do. I'm just making a point, right? I couldn't see her with Barack Obama, right? She obviously doesn't want a Barack Obama type. Michelle Obama obviously wanted somebody on that level, so she became whatever she wanted, right? And thus they merged together. That's how life in the universe works. Become whatever you want, and you're gonna attract it.